Hello again, everybody. Brian E, aka Miss Grims87 here, and this is ESPN Extreme Games on the PS1. Wait, oh no, not that's not what the screen says. The screen calls it 1Xtreme. Okay, what kind of name is that? Okay, we gotta explain a little bit. All right, so back when the PS1 launched in 1995, September 1995, it had a handful of games. One of them was ESPN Extreme Games, which came out. It was a licensed game through ESPN that was made after the popular Extreme Games competition that would air on ESPN and would later become the X Games. And this was the first video game to be made based off of that. And they had the back. Sony had the backing from ESPN to create a game based off it. And they did. As you can see, this is kind of a interesting game. It's a like a pseudo 3D kind of game. It kind of looks like Road Rash. In fact, that's really where it got its inspiration from. Anyway, it was called ESPN Extreme Games when it was first released, but when it was re-released, they changed the name because the next year Sony couldn't keep the ESPN license, so they couldn't call it ESPN Extreme Games 2 or X Games 2 or whatever. So they called it 2Xtreme. That's a name that most of you might be more familiar with. And then in 1999, they would do a sequel to that called 3Xtreme. And between that time, this was re-released by Sony Computer Entertainment America, SCEA, which would later call their development arm 989 Studios. That name probably sounds familiar because they would be the ones involved with taking over for the Twisted Metal series, starting with Twisted Metal 3. And then also they'd put their name on Twisted Metal 2 when they re-released that as part of PlayStation's Greatest Hits collection. So, okay. Long story short, this is ESPN Extreme Games. I'm playing it under the 1Xtreme name, but it's the same goddamn game. It's a very antiquated, very old racing game with a little bit of combat thrown in, so it is very reminiscent of Road Rash, Skitchin, games like that. And this is back, this was a launch title for the PS1 here in America. September 9th, 1995, 9995, just so you know. And this is back when the games came in those elongated boxes, those cases that just like Sega CD games and Sega Saturn games. So yeah, that's where that all comes in. All right, so it's your regular racing game. You could do your start a new season where you go through and play all these different events, and the more you win, the better you do, and you unlock more stuff and shit like that. I'm not in this to go anywhere. I just want to fuck off and play around because I know I'm gonna suck at this no matter what difficulty I play it on, no matter what vehicle I'm on. So I'm just gonna keep it easy. Yeah, shredded, baby. And of course, it's got that CD audio. Okay, well, let's go. So you go to this here, and you can move through. You could choose what you'd like to ride on. And this has all of the vehicles or vessels or devices, whatever you want to call them, that came in the first Extreme Games competition. You got rollerblading, inline skates, so just like Skitchin, just without the cars. Street luge, so that's a fun little one. Skateboard, and mountain bike. So not quite BMX, but hey, a bike's a bike. And then you can check and see, that's what you got, and you can look in the catalog, and you can buy new stuff based on what you can have. So, you get a little bit of money to start off with, just like any other game, but not enough to really, get somewhere. So you just have to move on. Alright, so let's go back. Wait, I didn't... Okay, which one do I choose? Do I do skates, luge, skateboard, bike? Oh, just skateboard. I already played enough Tony Hawk on this channel. I might as well go ahead and get back on the board. Alright, now player one selection. Alright, so this is where you choose your character. You got Charlie Nappy, Nick Tipper. You got Reggie Costa, Jim Home, Patricia Alenia, Paul Dillon, Mo Howard. Hey Mo! Ah, you numbskull. M. Charles Reed. I guess his name was way too long. Can you take one of those names out? You know, Charles Reed would have been fine. Or M. Reed, M. Charles. God, jeez. Deborah Wold. Okay, that's pretty cool. Joe Carberry. Now, honestly, Saul Berlin. God damn. Okay, jeez, he looks like the fucking Stig from Top Gear. He just had to be the one wearing the fucking full body suit and the head and the fucking helmet. Oh man. Sam Marubayashi, Frank Corsetti, Tony Beccaccio. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names. I don't even know if these are even real people. I mean, this is a game from 1995. I don't think anyone really cares. This game's almost 30 years old. None of you guys have probably even heard of this game. So, Ralph J. Vanny. Oh, I like that. He's the only one with a middle initial. Samantha Lyons. All right. Well, okay. So you get to see, and some of them are better at certain events than others. Like, for example, you can see the bar. Okay, this guy's better on bike. Oh, it helps because he's wearing a helmet and bike shorts. Here's a guy who's good at both street luge and bike. And then we got Paul Dillon. You know what? I'll take him. Alright, course selection. We got San Fran, we got Italy, South America, Utah, Lake Tahoe. Alright, well, you know what? Let's go with San Fran. Alright, let's see how this goes. It has been a real long time since I played any of these Extreme games. I always just moved on to, like, Dave Mirra and Tony Hawk and Matt Hoffman and all those games because they were miles ahead of this.
On your mark.
I don't remember how the controls go. Okay, can I do this? Okay. So, alright, X is to pedal. Oh, X is to push. And then crouch down with the circle. And just like in real skateboarding and real sports, that's what helps you go faster. Oh, I did a trick and I went through a gate. And, okay. L1, R1 go to punches. L2, R2 do the kicks. And I'm probably not going to win this one because, like, I'd always been in this camp of, oh, you know, push on the board. But, no, actually crouching is what keeps you faster. And also not hitting things keeps you going faster. So, maybe I'll do that. Now, this is interesting because in this game... Ow! Fuck. In this game, you have those 4 different vehicles, and they're all on the same course. So no matter where you go, no matter what competition you're in... Eat soul! Man! So, like, no matter what course you're on, everybody can ride whatever vehicle they want. In the sequel to Extreme, which was released the next year... they did away with the street luge and replaced it with snowboarding, which meant that you could no longer have all vehicles on the same course. So obviously you couldn't have snowboarding on the streets of San Francisco unless you're fucking Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Adventure 2, as we've already established because I played that game on my channel, and yes, I will be going back to that soon enough. Do not worry your sweet little heads, my babies. I just want to, you know, get myself in the right spot and play something different for a change. And I feel like I have, you know. I've done NBA 2K24, I've done fucking Def Jam. So, there's a lot of... God damn. I'm not gonna... I'm totally not gonna win this at all. I'm not even gonna worry about points or whatever. Ow. Yeah. Knuckle sandwich. And I think it's like the more gates you go through, and increase your bonus at the end. I don't know. Like I said, I never really paid much attention to this game. I mean, you have to think. When it came to this kind of game, this kind of racing game with these 3D polygons as the background and everything like that, Ooh, over the fucking Rice-A-Roni train, the San Francisco treat. Ding ding. Like when it came to something like this, like Road Rash also was released on this, and it used the same kind of graphics for the most part. You know, like especially when it came to rendering the city. And since the first Road Rash on both 16-bit and 32-bit took place on the West Coast, you know, the Pacific Highway and Napa Valley and stuff like that, and San Fran, you know, so that kind of thing was just... God, I'm just beating the fuck out of everybody. Maybe that's how I'll win. I'll just beat up everybody. You come my way, I'm kicking your ass. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. There, get off the bike, asshole. Ah, damn it, I was holding the circle button instead of... Yeah, see, I'm not expecting to win. I'm just expecting to kick some ass, take some names. And then give those names to the asses that I kicked. So that's the whole thing about this, like, it actually does have a lot of... Ow, we all just face planted into that. Like, this does have the mechanics of, oh, you have to know your territory. Like, you know, if you're going uphill, then obviously don't crouch. And if you're going downhill, then, you know, crouch. But who the hell's gonna know that when they're playing these kind of games? Especially, you know, this game came out when I was about 8. So I wasn't really focused on the mechanics, I was focused on having fun. And how much fun can you have when you can't figure out the goddamn game? I think we've all been. That's beside the point. That's just me being on my soapbox. Can I at least get the 10th? Because we're at the Golden Gate Bridge. Okay, 9th place. Great. Alright! I was not the total loser. But I did make some money, so you get points and everything like that based on, you know, your success. Now, if I remember correctly, when you play through the season, there's like FMVs of this chick who tells you about the races and, you know, makes fun of you if you fail and stuff like that. As you can see, I've already got my name on here at least once, but not good enough that time. Let me see if the new season has what I was talking about. So like here, you can't choose where you're gonna go, but you can choose what you'd like to use. So this time I'll take the bike. And if you love bikes a little too much, you might be a bike-sexual. We're going to Utah. Yes. One of the whitest states in the world. But then again, they might have removed that. Yeah, okay, never mind. I don't think we're going to get the little cutscenes. They might have removed that based off of the fact that that might have been tied into the ESPN license. So now obviously with this one, I don't think you can crouch, but like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, I'm way back in 13th, and I'm not getting enough speed. Am I taking turns a little too hard? How do you pedal? My guy's barely even pedaling. He's pedaling now, but... God damn it. So yeah, see, this game is very frustrating. I can already tell. I know 2Xtreme is a little easier to work with, and 3Xtreme is actually a lot more different because that's the one that was fully taken over by 989 Studios, and they revamped the graphics and the gameplay itself. And I guess, from my recollection, it wasn't too bad. Wasn't all that great either, because by then, you know, what else were you gonna get from it? The thing about the company that did these games, like they're the same ones that did you know, Sony Computer Entertainment America, and then later 989 Studios. They're the ones behind the NFL Game Day series and the NHL Face Off series. Like, they're the ones making their own sports games, just like Sega did on their consoles. And to varying degrees of success. Like, the Game Day series hung around all the way at least into the PlayStation 2 era. Although I don't think they lasted as long as the 2K series, which finally went under because of the license that EA signed with the NFL, which made them the only game in town that could use the official NFL teams. So yeah, we get all those gates, but what good is that going to be if I can't catch up to the rest of these assholes? Well, 7th place is fine. I'm not sure. Have I figured it out? Can I actually do this? Like, I'm holding up. I'm not sure if that even makes a difference. But I'm kicking the ass out of everybody who comes my way. Ah, well, there we go. I just lost this bit. Oh! You shouldn't even be rolling anymore, dude. You got squashed. I mean, you're already laying down on the ground. You might as well not even try getting back up. Forget it. Shit. I like how I'm going under these frickin' up and down hot dog roller things. Oh, that's what happens, huh? I take the turn a little too much and... Ow! I spoke too soon. As soon as I badmouth the goddamn hot dog rolling things, I got whooped. Okay, so you can crouch. I haven't been doing that for a little while, and I think it seemed that I was doing okay. God, jeez. I don't think I'd ever gone 70 miles per hour on a fucking bicycle before. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. Okay, that's all the singing I'm going to do for this episode. I know it does not sound that good. I'm not in this business to sound like a goddamn singer. I just want to have a little fun. If you watch this channel for any amount of time, you know that. Woohoo! Close call. Moving around, moving around. Going, going. Come on. Get off my road. Ah, jeez, I did worse than last time. Sheesh. I mean, I got more points, but... you get season points, but... That's not gonna really matter because I ain't gonna play this game. I just wanted to get back into this because it was a curiosity. I just thought about, oh, like... old PlayStation games that haven't aged that well, and, well, also that and games that would have been more fun just in general. And that's... Oh, and it gives you a password. Oh, just like any other crappy game, it's a long one. With a bunch of zeros. You know, you could just cut out the zeros, and you'd have a fully functional password. 9 digits. That's all you fucking need. We don't need a fucking nuclear launch code. Okay, well, that was a nice little detour from what I had been doing, just to get that out of the way. But also at the same time, have a little fun. For any of you who are out there watching it, hope you had a little fun too. If anything, maybe you feel just as much disdain and discomfort from this game as I do. But enough of that. As always, it's Brian E, aka MrGrims87, saying thank you all for watching, thank you all for tuning in, thank you all for playing along. I'll whip up something else for you soon enough. Maybe another bad game. Maybe it might be a good game. Who knows? Y'all take care now, and I will be back.